How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video here. I am Guenter. Welcome to Guenter Reacts. Today we're going to be doing a reaction video. Today it is Nostalgia Critic's newest upload as of this recording, and it is Disney's Sky High from 2005. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I want to let you guys know something of the elephant in the room. So basically yesterday, so it would have been the 17th of July, I made an announcement I was quitting YouTube, and it was I was ready to literally just give this up, not do YouTube anymore, not upload anymore, not do anything anymore, not do anything. The person that got me back into video to do videos again, and I'm not kidding here, was my wife. My wife turned around and said, "I don't think it's wise you to stop doing it." I was like, "Why?" She said, "It's basically a social outlet for you. If you get rid of you streaming, you've got nothing." And she thinks that if I stop streaming, it's going to mess up my mental health completely. So I said, "So you reckon I should just keep doing it?" She said, "Yeah." And that was what it was. Literally, my wife literally said to me, basically slapping me across the face, going like this, "Wake the fuck up. People like you doing it, just do it." And so that's basically given me a bit of confidence. So I've having my wife basically say to me, "You can do it," it's really given me a bit of confidence. Also, I did a poll last night and asking you guys, what should I do with the channel? Should I keep this as one channel, or should I put the gaming stuff onto a separate channel? So the poll ended with 17 votes. 56% of the votes said split it in half. So I am in the process right now of starting up a gaming channel called Guenter Gaming. I tried to do this a year ago and it did okay. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try and do it again, get that up and running. And this channel's been rebranded to Guenter Reacts. Alright. So I've split it into two, basically. So as for uploads on this channel and then also the gaming channel, it'll just be as and when. I'm going to be uploading content as I can. Some days you might get a couple of reactions videos off me, like very similar how the Renegades do it. They upload a couple a day, then like for a couple of days a week, and then they might not upload it for a day or two. That's how they do their stuff, and I think that should work for me, hopefully. So, enough further ado. We are going, let's get on with this video, and I'm trying to put this down somewhere so it doesn't spill. It's my breakfast. I had breakfast this morning. I only finished it about 20 minutes ago because it's like 20 to 8. Yeah, so we'll get on with it. And I've got work late. I've got work at 12:30. So, 3, 2, 1. Nostalgia Critic, Sky High. This is his newest upload. It was uploaded July the 16th. I'm recording this on the 18th. So, let's get on with it. Let's go. Let's start from the beginning.
To you by Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. Check us out at Kineticon July 17th to the 20th. Use the promo code Nostalgia10 to get 10% off a single day.
That's right now, isn't it? That's basically right. That's happening right now. I would love to go to like a con like that. There is cons in Britain. There's like loads of different cons in Britain and stuff. But they're all in like places like Manchester, Liverpool. Like the three main ones that are happening right now are Liverpool, Manchester and Glasgow. And for me, that's a little bit too far out for me.
Hope to see you there. Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remembered so you don't have to. You ever have that movie you enjoy and you didn't know other people didn't enjoy and you're like, why, it's totally fine. Why don't you give this movie a chance? Sky High. I'm talking about Sky High this time. Released 20 years ago in 2005.
Yeah, I do not remember this film. I came out, I was 15 when this came out. I at this point got obsessed with video games at this point. I was more bothered about video games than watching TV shows and movies. I kind of got out of Cartoon Network after this point as well.
I'll admit, I was on board with this idea from the start. Yes, it was cashing in like many movies were on the Harry Potter premise of, what if it's a school, but everyone's an insert popular kid thing here. But even if Harry Potter wasn't a thing, the idea of a school training superheroes opens up a lot of possibilities. Everything I saw in the trailer, from the cast to the cool cinematography to the jokes, were all working for me. But then I found apparently this film had quite a hate train even before it came out, particularly from younger viewers. And I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe they were getting bombarded by too many enchanted high school movies.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, it was getting too much, because you had, top of my head, you had X-Men, which is like, well, one of the most important ones, iconic ones. But then, and then you had like Harry Potter, you had this, you had that. It was getting too much. Kids were getting burnt out. Like, because 2005 was what? When this came out, this was roughly when, I'm trying to think what it is for consoles. It will be right at the end of the PS2, beginning of the PS3 era. Actually, it'd be Xbox 360, because the 360 came out in 2005. Oh god, I just realised the Xbox 360 is 20 years old. Oh, I'm showing my age.
Or since this was before the MCU, it felt like a sellout from Disney trying to cash in on superheroes suddenly becoming popular again. Or maybe they felt like it was trying to overshadow another family of superheroes Disney handled better.
Oh, yeah, it was a Republic Incredibles, wasn't it?
Now that's all speculation, but I feel like if you give this movie a chance, it's pretty fun. Okay, it's nothing amazing, not everything works, but I feel like it's better than many people give credit. I guess that's showing a little bit as some audience scores are starting.
So what's he got? 74 on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's above average. 57 by people that watched it.
To go up, but they're still not that strong. So I want to go back and see if this movie was worth the belittling it got, or if there's something more super about it than I guess it lets on. So let's go back to the childhood of Robert Serber from Oppenheimer. Yeah, that was a random discovery. Let's take a look at Sky High. So right off the bat, the film feels like it's in good hands, as 2/3 of the writers were the creators of two superhero shows, Kim Possible and Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, that works.
Which are both regarded as very imaginative and very funny.
Yeah.
And as the credits roll, the setup is already pretty good, as we focus on a kid named Will, played by Michael Angarano, who has no superpowers despite his parents being the greatest superheroes in the world, the Commander and Jetstream, played by Kurt Russell and Kelly Preston.
Will, I just want you to know how proud I am.
I'm going to say something about Kurt Russell here. I'm going to get heat for this, but I hated him in Guardians 2. I thought he ruined the film. And I know he's an icon, like films like Big Time in Little China. Is it Big Time in Little China? Is that the name of the film? Big Things in Little China. I know it's got the word Little China in it. I've never seen the film, but I've heard of it. Fucking what's it called? So that's his like most famous film. Anyway, I just don't think he kind of ruined Guardians 2 for me. That's why when it comes with those films, I've not seen Guardians 3 because he ruined 2 for me.
Whatever happens to me, you'll still be around to save the world.
You alone can protect us from Comic Sans. Seriously,
There's nothing wrong with Comic Sans. Absolutely nothing wrong with Comic Sans.
This is an epic movie. The early 2000s should have known better.
Love epic movies as well.
Morning.
Will has a friend named Layla, played by Danielle Panabaker, who often reminds them when they forget their secret identities.
Good morning, Commander.
You know, wouldn't it make more sense if the reason people fall for that is everyone else forgets their glasses, especially mine? Layla's powers are already in full bloom, as Will is nervous his powers may never come. Even his friend Zach, played by Nicholas Braun, got his over the summer.
So what is it? You have to wait and see like everybody else. But it's awesome, man. It's awesome.
It's hype, man. It's gonna be really distracting on the set of Succession.
Yeah.
Next up, Sky High.
As you may have guessed, it's their first day at the superhero high school, as they take their rocket bus literally into the clouds where it's hidden. And if you thought no part of that sentence sounded cool, I'm sorry.
Columbia? Is that you? From Bioshock Infinite? Dude, I've not tell you what, that's one game I've not played in a while. I've not played that in a long time. Oh yeah, Skyward Sword as well. When I think of like places in the sky, they're the two that come in my head.
Sorry nobody gave you a comic during childhood.
I was frozen!
You got your callbacks last
Yeah.
They're immediately
I was frozen today.
assigned their own bulk and skull bullies named Lash and Speed.
We'd be happy to collect that $15 new student fee.
There was nothing about a new student fee in the handbook.
I might have got this wrong, but is that the kid who plays Chris Rock in Everyone Hates Chris? I don't know if I'm misremembering. He kind of looks like him a little bit.
It's what we charge people to be typecast in future superhero projects. Speaking of which, we're introduced to Mary Elizabeth Winstead playing Gwen Grayson. A pretty funny combo of secret identity names.
Gwen Grayson, as in Gwen Stacy and Dick Grayson. Okay, that's clever.
Which makes sense, as a lot of the visual look of the movie seems to combine the tilted angle campiness of the Adam West Batman show with a lot of the fun camera gimmicks of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Good morning. I am Principal Powers.
I like the fact of that the principal's played by the original Wonder Woman herself, Linda Carter. Okay, thumbs up on that.
Nailing my cameo much better than in this movie.
I'm not Wonder Woman, you know.
For the most part.
Oh God, Linda, you're an icon. Why are you saying shit like that?
My word is law. My judgment is final.
Hi, Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell plays Coach Boomer. Again, this film should earn a star just based on its casting. Who assigns kids the roles of superhero or sidekick depending on their powers.
Car.
Would love to see the government paperwork for dropping Car on student budget.
Yeah.
Zach reveals his powers, sorta, saying he can glow in the dark.
I'm glowing. Maybe we could turn off these lights.
Hey, that's not fair. We'll have a supervillain's weakness as a prize in a cereal box. I know it's this guy's.
Condiment King. That is Condiment King. From the original Batman. Animated. Yeah, he's on the kids one as well, because my little boy watches Bat Wheels. He's on Bat Wheels as well.
Oh, hero. Get out of here, knucklehead.
If I was Bruce Campbell, I'd pinch my own ass.
I would.
Is maybe the weirdest thing I've said yet. When it's Will's turn, he's of course embarrassed he doesn't have any powers.
You're messing with the coach, just like your old man. Car.
Like I said, after Harry Potter, liabilities just didn't exist in schools anymore.
No.
This is the Beacon Update.
Just gonna clear my voice a second. They are still making updates for No Man's Sky. At least it's a lot better than it used to be. It's a lot better game now.
Once he's sentenced to sidekick, he's sent to the school nurse, played by Cloris Leachman. Again, just cementing what an amazing cast this film has.
I remember doing this to your father when he was just your age. Kicked me right through that wall.
There's a school cemetery around the corner, isn't there?
Yeah, probably.
She tries to give some advice about how he can get super abilities.
Fall into a vat of toxic waste, their powers usually show up the next day. Or they die.
I'm sorry. No kids movie with that line is it's just nothing. That is funny people saying funny shit. She says she's only aware of one other person with two superhero parents who never got superpowers.
Ron Wilson, bus driver.
Again, in what bizarro superhero universe is that not funny?
Yeah. To be honest, some of the jokes kind of work a little bit, actually, to be fair.
Will still isn't telling his father about his lack of powers, especially when he's shown his secret sanctum, which no one is allowed into. He even shows his prized possession from a supervillain named Royal Pain.
Royal Pain's pacifier.
Okay. So the term Royal Pain is a British slang for basically someone. Basically, the full term for it is a royal pain in the ass. That's the term for it, the royal pain in the ass.
And this is my proudest possession.
What's it do?
No idea.
Some say it plays Disney's most torturous weapon, a
Oh.
film worthy of this film's hate. The next day, he and most of his friends go to sidekick training or superhero support, as that's not PC anymore, which is taught by David Foley playing All-American Boy.
Without hero support, there wouldn't be any heroes. All right, there probably would be, but they would be very lonely.
I mean, imagine Disney films without sidekicks. Don't do that the more I think about it.
Yeah, they're all basically fucking sidekicks. To be honest, I'm looking at the films there. The only one I've really watched, like I watched as a kid, well, The Gargoyles, which is Hunchback of Notre Dame. Watched that as a kid. Watched Tarzan as a kid. Don't like Lion King. People know that. I know that dog, bottom left, is what? Is that Sword in the Stone? No. Black Cauldron. Black Cauldron's good.
Will finds out All-American Boy was also his father's sidekick, even though he never heard of him.
Makes sense. The commander does not have time to sit around flipping through scrapbooks that I took the time to make for him.
Sometimes this is like the Tick superheroes if they got even sadder.
I fucking love the Tick as well. Tick's fucking hilarious. Spoon!
A sudden Kids in the Hall reunion recurs as Mr. Medulla, played by Kevin McDonald, interrupts the class to remind people he is in fact doomed to always play a weird science guy with a weird science voice.
Little Miss Fire in the Mad Science Lab, no need to panic, unless you're a single-cell organism.
God, he's got a serious case of hydrocephalus, hasn't he? I can say that because I've got it myself, so I'm not mocking someone with disability. I've got the same condition.
Still as creepy as Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh yeah, isn't it?
After they learn more and more in class. By the way, I love they show nobody ever helped these two. Will finally gets the courage to tell his father he's a sidekick because he has no powers.
Tuition we pay them?
I don't have.
I like the fact that the mobile phone, the handset presets have got the really cheap ones.
Have any powers?
But you will.
I'm proud to be a sidekick.
Now you could easily connect this to Kids being different in a number of ways. The father wants to be supportive, but it's clear he's very let down and shouldn't be, so Will stands up for himself and Kids just like him. Okay, it's no guess who's coming to dinner or anything.
And I can only imagine what your grandfather would have said if I'd have brought some of them home.
But I think Kids could make a relatable connection. And again, they still work in some great humor.
I know you're disappointed. So am I. You think I didn't want to see my son fly?
Or have super strength.
Or fly?
I always dreamed one day.
Okay. Yeah, but I can see what critics liking it, because it's like, it's got like, not a comedic edge to it, but there's effort put in. There's definite effort in this film. There's definitely trying. They've made effort with this film.
He'd be dressed like a firecracker ice pop. Things don't get better at school when a kid named War and Peace, God, these names are great, is pissed off at Will because while his mother is a superhero, his father is a supervillain who the commander put away. Try the middle of the table, dumbass. But sure enough, Will finally gets his power of super strength, which is refreshing as most movies would have him discover it in the climax of the film, not halfway through. Does he do that every time? Wow, he does it every time.
To be honest, that's a pretty cool power to have, being able to shoot fire out your arms. That's fucking cool as shit.
I mean, I guess if my arms caught fire, I would make a sound, but isn't it like every time Wolverine's claws pop out, he goes, ow, hurt?
What if I said it's not just her twin, it's her evil twin?
Oh, did I mention the action is surprisingly creative, too? They both get in trouble for fighting and are sent to the detention room where their powers don't work. I feel like 90% of the school should be that.
And I'm gonna finish it.
Don't bother. The detention room neutralizes all superpowers.
Even that little lighter click.
Okay, Wonder Woman, whatever you say.
Sound effect. They didn't need that, but it adds a nice little chuckle.
Whatever happened with our dads, it has nothing to do with us.
If you ever cross me again, I'll roast you alive.
You're just angry because you know half the audience thinks you're Jacob.
Yeah, the last few weeks I've been getting some right weird ads on YouTube, some really weird ones.
Ah, summer. You know what I love about summer? Being out in nature. Like, look at this cute little duck. Isn't it very close to the backside of the other one? Cut away.
Yeah, we'll skip the ad. What's that? That ad was 2.5 minutes, so we've still got about 9 minutes of the video left. Yes, so far this film's very creative. It's got a little bit of comedic edge to it. There's a plot to it. Yeah, I can see why people are starting to warm up to it. I said I've never seen it.
Will returns home to let his parents know of his newly discovered power.
I got my powers today.
Yes, we know. The principal called.
Okay.
That is such a simple effect, but it's surprisingly effective.
Sanctum.
Come here.
You're not mad?
How can I be mad?
I wonder if part of the hate this movie gets is because of how shallow the father can be. He both loves his son a little too much and not enough. Being too strict when he should be supportive and letting him off the hook when he should be punished more.
Ow! Sorry. Ow! You are strong!
Even Will getting his powers halfway through could arguably be going against the message, like, oh, if there's something different about you, it'll go away and everybody will love you. But first off, his friends do still keep their less impressive powers, and they show there are ways they can be utilized. They shouldn't be underestimated. And second, this isn't Encanto. Like, if she got her powers, that would really be going against the feel of the movie. This is definitely focusing more on laughs. And on a comedic level, it is damn hilarious.
If your mom asks, I took away your Xbox.
But I don't have an Xbox.
I guess the dad technically grows throughout the film, but it's not carefully constructed in something like How to Train Your Dragon or Finding Nemo. It's debatably effective.
I like the fact that the mother, even though she can fly and stuff, her name is Jetstream. That's actually a really cool name for a fucking superhero.
But honestly, if we're gonna do the dad acting like a douche trope, I really am more lenient if he's a funny douche.
The boy has Stronghold's power. It's almost poetic.
Little do they know.
That's Patrick fucking Warburton, isn't it? Patrick!
Though Royal Pain seems to be watching him.
Well, you know, time would move a lot faster if we had an Xbox. Uncle.
Yeah, take that, Harvey Quinn.
Congratulations, you've been transferred to the hero class.
Because of his powers, he's upgraded out of the psychics class, leaving his friends behind. They still show their support, but he doesn't always return it as he's starting to become friends with Gwen.
Guys, over here.
Sorry, awful.
Here, that's very similar to how Disney produces child stars.
Yep.
He does stick up for him a little bit, though, stopping the bullies from stuffing them in lockers. But that only intensifies his problems.
If Will beat you and Save the Citizen, you lay off of sidekicks for the rest of the year.
He participates in Save the Citizen.
Remember when we used to use real citizens?
Yes.
Yes.
What is wrong with you if you don't think that's hilarious? And Will gets teamed up with Warren. Will and Warren surprisingly look after each other and save the citizen, again endearing Will even more to Gwen.
Gwen here has offered to help Will with his science homework, and she's a senior.
So if they, you know, it might be illegal for a year or two.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, 'cause she's a senior. She'd be like 15, 16. He's like 13, 12, 13. Yeah, that'd be illegal. And the actress who plays her, Gwen, sorry, this is I need to Google this because she looks familiar. Put Sky High and the first thing I get is bloody mascara. No. Just trying to. I just realised what the Asian girl's called Magenta. It bloody was as well. Ha! Boom! It was Patrick Warburton, and of course it fucking was.
This causes him to forget he was supposed to meet up with Layla at a restaurant, but what a coinky-dink. Warren happens to be the waiter there. They chat it up and she ends up admitting she has a crush on Will.
To let true love remain unspoken is the quickest route to a heavy heart.
That is really deep.
And your lucky numbers are.
He really is like Jacob. He has better chemistry with the girl than the boy she's supposed to have chemistry with. Of course, part of that could be Will and Gwen are already moving pretty fast.
You're not that boy with the 6 arms, are you?
No, sir. Just do.
You'll keep them to yourself.
Yes, sir.
One of her superpowers is she gives birth to kids who eat their father. Don't ask how I know that. He apologizes to Layla for missing their meetup.
I've checked also the actress who plays Layla. She doesn't act anymore. She quit. She says on this she's apparently retired. She's done. And she's only to check her age. She's only like 2 years older than I am. So.
But it makes things even worse when he admits he's taking Gwen to homecoming. So Layla says she's taking Warren.
I told him I was going with you instead.
So, you're not doing this just because you like me or anything. You're doing this to get a stronghold.
Oh, Christ, is he gonna feel jaded like a stupid love triangle?
And I'm in.
See what I mean? We saved like 10 minutes on a boring subplot.
Damn it, dude. Just because you look cool as shit with your fucking hair like that. I wish I had hair like that. The closest I ever got was when I was 17. I permed my hair because naturally, well, you can't tell now. I used to have long blonde curly hair, and when I was like 16, 17, I permed it.
Granted, there are still emotional idiots longing for emotional idiots, but it's a story about high school. It can't be complete fiction. Gwen tricks Will into throwing a party at his house, and when Gwen tells Layla Will doesn't like her, Will finally breaks it off with Gwen.
And I think that you need to figure out whether you want to hang with us or with those losers.
I'm not going anywhere with you, not now or not to homecoming.
Again, I feel like most movies would drag that out later and let him be a jerk longer, but I like he draws the line not at the best time, but not beyond reason either.
The count of 3, I want everyone out of this house!
Parents return home and of course are gonna think this is all Will's fault.
Dad, I swear, I didn't plan this.
All right, it's good enough for me.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, he's comedically shallow, but man, does it save us a lot of boring tropes. In fact, often they're replaced with a good running joke, like this throwaway line earlier.
What if I said it's not just her twin?
You know the actress who plays Gwen? She's married to Ewan McGregor. Yeah. It says here on her profile, she's 40 by the way, spouse, married in 2022, Ewan McGregor. Damn, she traded up.
Twin, it's her evil twin.
Actually has a decent payoff.
Thanks, Boom, for inviting me.
Ha ha ha.
Looks like no boom from my stick tonight.
Evil Dad.
Bumps into Warren at the restaurant. They have a heart-to-heart about Layla.
Because we're only going together to make you jealous.
Huh?
Dude, you're so stupid.
Hey, how was I supposed to know this epic team-up was gonna suck?
Why does Marks and Spencer's have a bank? They're a fucking food shop. And they all sell clothes as well.
The night of the dance arrives as Gwen reveals herself to be an evil mastermind. Oh my god! That weird-ass jester was also playing her father? That guy has range.
Now prepare to be pacified.
It's revealed the pacifier, you guessed it, turns people into babies. As it's revealed, Gwen...
Honestly, that's actually a really good fucking power. Actually, that's a really cool weapon, to be fair. I'm not taking a piss around. That's actually a really cool fucking weapon.
was a sidekick years ago and got turned into a baby herself, forcing her to grow up again, hungry for vengeance. She even convinced the current popular kids to be her henchmen.
Get as many people out as you can. I'll slow her down.
Somehow he's the only baby with a cleft chin.
Yeah.
The sidekicks escape, though they get lost in the dark tunnels.
Ladies, if I may.
Bet all the reindeer loved him.
I can't add to that joke, I just think it's cute. As Will makes his way to the school, figuring out Gwen's evil plan.
In case my homecoming date ends up killing me tonight, I just want you to know.
Dude, she was going with me. They all team up to take out Royal Pain and her minions, as she loads up the babies in just a weird, odd visual.
Royal Pain wasn't my mother. Royal Pain is me.
Oh my god. I made out with an old lady.
I know it's a joke, but it is kind of disturbing. Everybody uses their powers in a unique way to take out the villains, again, leading to some really fun cinematography. As Will finds out, he flies now.
There's only one person authorized to transport superheroes, and that's Ron Wilson, bus driver. And I'm Ron Wilson, bus driver.
I do.
That's like me going to my job, because if you guys don't know, I'm a sales assistant going. Say my real first and last name to go in. Sales assistant.
Well, if he's officially credited as that too. Pain rigs the school to fall as well, but our heroes work together to save the day.
That could have been messy.
Tom Kenny? Eh?
I guess the director's a SpongeBob fan too.
Hey!
Misguided.
Oh yeah! They did a parody, didn't they, on SpongeBob and Nostalgia Critic? Remember that?
Doctor as a baby says he can get everyone back to normal.
Regrettably, I have made boom boom.
Like I said, not every joke works. And the sidekicks are finally called what they are, heroes.
I can't do anything more to help you.
I went through puberty twice for this.
I convinced myself I had a thing for Matthew Broderick 2 times!
My girlfriend became my arch enemy became my best friend, and my best friend became my girlfriend. But hey, that's high school.
It certainly not at all is, but I don't care. This movie was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Again, it's not a comedy classic, but I think it's really inventive and enjoyable. I just don't understand the mixed reception it got. Whether they're lighter jokes or darker jokes or jokes for kids or jokes for adults, the majority of them work. The characters aren't anything to write home about, but I like them fine. And while the lesson is very loose to say the least, there are still nuggets of relatable issues that I think most kids can connect to in some way. Yeah, I unapologetically and unironically enjoy this film. It's not gonna make my list of favorite comedies, but with a cast this cool, an idea this inventive, shots this fun, and jokes this funny, I can still say 20 years later, it's a soaring good time.
Okay.
I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember it, so you don't have to.
Remember when we used to use real citizens?
Yes. We're still doing cameos for charity, but I'm gonna switch things up a little bit. As many of you are probably aware, I got chronic fatigue syndrome about 1.5 years ago.
Oh, yes, yeah. Critics, yeah.
Fast delivery.
Yeah, critics don't know critic suffers from chronic fatigue. They actually thought my wife had that. Turns out my wife's got, yeah, they thought my wife had that condition. But turns out my wife's actually got fibromyalgia. And it's not nice. Like last night, she had a flare up last night. She literally said, "I'm in agony. I can't move. I'm in so much pain." So, anyway, that'll be it for this video. So if you've seen this film, let me know. Do you think this is a good film or not? Like I said, I'll try and upload videos as I can. Do check out my gaming channel. I'm going to stick it in the description below. Hopefully I can get some at least a video or two on that done within the next couple of days. I want to get at least 1-2 videos on over the weekend at least. That's the plan anyway. So that'll be it for this video, guys. Have a good one. Look after yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Love you all. Bye bye.